Hi, and welcome to 3 Things in 3 Minutes. I'm Nersi. Today we're going to be talking about Feudum. And Feudum is an area control economic game from Oddbird Games. It plays 2 to 4 players, although there is a solo player expansion, and realistically will take you about 2 to 4 hours to play the game. And the idea behind this game is that different players will be playing cards out of their hands, a subset of the cards that they have in their hand, which will determine what actions they can take that turn. And during that turn, you go through one at a time, taking one of your actions in an area to gain control of areas not on the board, not only on the board, but also different guilds, which power the game's economic engine. And so there are a few things about this game that I really like. One of the things that strikes you right away is that the game's art is really beautiful. It's a very distinctive art style. It's got some really wonderful complex details, and also some of the components are really nice. And really one of the best components of the game are the little meeples that represent the monsters in the game. They're pretty great and highly detailed. Also, the game has a really interesting economy. It is sort of a circular economy. There's 6 different portions of it, and all of the different parts of the economy interface with each other. So there's the Alchemist's Guild, and that gets materials from the market, and the market gets materials from the farmer, and the farmer gets rosary beads to put on chickens from the church. They don't all necessarily make a lot of sense, but they do integrate pretty well. And the game also has some interesting player interactions. Unlike a lot of area control games, just controlling an area is not enough. You can actually occupy a space controlled by another player as the serf of that area, and you can also have different positions within the guild. So there are multiple tiers of control in the areas. A few things to keep in mind about the game. The art is beautiful and complex, but it does leave some ambiguity. There'll be parts of the art where you'll be thinking, is this part of the game? I can't really tell where the borders are. Is this part of the board or that part of the board? So it can get a little bit confusing. The economy itself is also pretty well integrated, but it's convoluted, and it's not helped by the rule book. The rule book is fairly oddly put together, and it'll take some time to figure out, and probably a few plays before you actually get your brain around the economy of the game. And also, the game does try to push you into combat. The combat is pretty straightforward, but the game penalizes you for not doing combat if you expand your cities and develop your cities. And so you have to be really careful about that. So, in summary, integrated but complex economic engine, beautiful but kind of confusing art, and be prepared to spend time with the rulebook. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave comments.